Some love stories are loud. They begin with confessions, bold gestures, and fearless choices. But ours was different. Ours lived in silence, in glances that lasted half a second too long, in conversations that avoided the truth, in years that passed without courage. This is not a story about coming out early. It's a story about waiting, and what waiting costs. I met him when I wasn't looking for anyone. It was an ordinary place on an ordinary day, the kind of day you forget unless something quietly changes your life. He sat a few seats away from me, calm, polite, the kind of person who noticed things without saying much. When our eyes met for the first time, nothing dramatic happened. No sparks, no racing heart, just a strange sense of familiarity, like I had known him long before that moment. We started talking slowly, about work, about music, about random things that didn't really matter, but somehow every conversation stayed with me longer than it should have. Weeks turned into months. He became part of my routine. Morning messages, late night chats, shared jokes that no one else understood. We were close, but there was something unspoken between us, something we both felt and both avoided. There was a rule we never discussed. We don't talk about that feeling, that closeness that went beyond friendship. When he laughed, I noticed. When he was quiet, I worried. When he was hurting, I felt it too. But I never crossed the line, and neither did he, because crossing it meant admitting the truth, and the truth was terrifying. I was afraid. Not of him, never of him. I was afraid of the world, of expectations, of family, of losing the version of myself I had built so carefully. Sometimes I could see it in his eyes. He wanted to say something, and every time I changed the subject. Silence became our safest place, and slowly our prison. Years passed like this. 3 years. We celebrated birthdays together, supported each other through loss, shared dreams that never included us as us. People asked questions sometimes. Are you two together? We laughed it off like it was a joke. But love doesn't disappear when ignored. It grows heavier. I could feel it in the way he looked at me sometimes, like he was waiting. And waiting takes strength, but it also takes energy. And eventually, people run out. One day, he told me he was leaving. New city, new job, new life. He didn't explain much. He didn't need to. I understood immediately. He was tired of waiting, tired of loving someone who couldn't be brave at the same time he was. I wanted to stop him. I wanted to tell him everything I had been hiding for years. The words were right there, but fear spoke louder than love. So I smiled and said I was happy for him. That night, I cried alone, not because he left, but because I let him go. Silence is comfortable until it costs you the person you love. For the first time, I understood something painful. Not choosing is still a choice, and I had chosen fear. Months passed without him. Life continued, but it felt quieter, emptier. The world didn't collapse, but something inside me did. Then one night, my phone lit up. I still think about you. I stared at the screen for a long time. My hands shook. This time I didn't hide. So do I replied. We talked for hours, about everything we never said, about how silence hurt more than rejection, about how love shouldn't feel like hiding. He said something I will never forget. I loved you even when you couldn't love yourself openly. That broke me. This isn't a fairy tale. We didn't suddenly become fearless. We didn't solve everything overnight. But we chose honesty. And sometimes honesty is braver than love. Some love stories are loud. Ours learned to speak, slowly. If you're loving someone in silence, ask yourself, is fear protecting you or holding you back?